Hey, it's me, NT, and today we're checking out a Steam new and cheap game called Home Mother. Now, the developer says that the Home series, so this is the first one, is a miniature word game, I think they mean adventure game, based on different native family backgrounds. And they go on to say about puzzles and explorations and etc., etc. So I'm assuming this is just going to be... So this looks like a fairly standard adventure game with some rather pretty art, so I'm looking forward to checking it out. Let's get started. I'm back. Though I've never been to a long distance place, I am still feeling that I left home a long time. Everything in home is same as yesterday, but I feel vague and strange. May I forget something? Is he asking permission? I don't know when I started to do this. It seems that I check everything every day, just like I am afraid of losing memories. There must be something very important. However, I can't remember. Check it again. Like, I need to check it again, or he's telling himself to check it again? Okay, so... let's start off by the fact that I can't figure out how to make this game full screen. So sorry for the bar at the top. I have not found any settings and I've done a little clicking around. The heart disappears when I get near it. That's not settings. The arrows move me to different rooms, so I have no idea on the settings. Also, it looks like the localization on this game isn't great. So what I'm going to try to do is quickly translate what I think the person is trying to say and say that instead of what's written out. I do like the fish is moving, although I don't know if that's animation or just a little image warp. Let's start clicking. The painting was painted by a local artist that my father knew, with the author's signature on it. It said that the painting depicts two people, a man and a woman, but I never understood it. That looks like a ham. There's an obscure hole in the corner that I poked. Mom discovered it later, but she didn't punish me. It seemed like it wasn't really worth much. Okay. There's only half of a newspaper, and the eye-catching headline that read, "Man caught a head at night and called the police." And the rest of the article was missing. Fish. Mom was against raising dogs in the past, so I raised a fish and 2 shrimp in the fish tank. Fish eat fish food, and shrimp can survive by picking up the scraps left by fish. I thought fish ate shrimp. If necessary, they can also eat the corpses of their own kind, so they can survive no matter what. But then they all died, except for the fish. The small table is filled with free tissues and daily necessities. Mom always finds that good things cost nothing. Maybe this is a skill that people have when they get older. Plastic chairs are not very stable, so be careful every time you sit on them. I saved up money to buy an ordinary LCD TV after working, but the actual experience is far different from the CRT TV I've used before. No scan lines. Things have proved that if you're not rich enough, it's better to stay in the past. A normal socket with nothing to plug into it. The basket contained a lot of miscellaneous items. Some pet supplies, dog toys, chew sticks, and a large frisbee. There's number 4. I remembered that I was finally able to get a dog, but I was very sad when he died. I collected his things and put them in a basket, thinking that I would definitely use them again. By the way, that dog's name was John. Number 5. The bookshelves were filled with classics and poetry collections, and I felt culture shock. In order to make room for elegant literary works, my favorite comic books have been moved to the corner of the table. What table? The other part was piled under Mom's bed. I kept saying that I would sell it to the old man who collected scraps, but it never was sold. I no longer care what happens to them. An old-fashioned film camera from a classic brand has neither film nor batteries, so its collection value is greater than its practical value. The small photo frame on the desktop changes family photos into landscapes. It was originally placed on the office desk in the company and has been brought back. Okay, I think that covers that room. Let's go to the dining room. I'm back. Mom, are you here? No answer. Kitchen? Is this a Picasso? Yes, it is a Picasso. I can see his faces. Looks like it's maybe a little extra distorted. Picasso's famous painting, La Demoiselle d'Avignon. The painting is of several girls without clothes. In fact, I went to a print shop to print it, and the printing effect was okay. A plate of pomegranates. Does not look like pomegranates. One of my favorite fruits. It has a pit in it and is difficult to peel. Do pomegranates have pits? But Mom would peel it for me every time and put it on a plate like this. Every time this happened, I would feel a kind of well-deserved happiness. To be honest, I've never noticed any real difference in drinking juice from a champagne glass versus a red wine glass. The retractable wooden dining table is enough for me to lie on and take a nap when unfolded. Does he actually do that? However, there are usually only 1 or 2 dishes at each meal, and most of the area has been turned into a storage area. Ingredients bought in the supermarket will be moved here as soon as possible. Although I never go out to buy food, I am also a skilled mover. The mirror, which could be called an antique, was stained with rust and was so dirty you couldn't even see anything and couldn't even wipe it clean with a rag. Bathroom. Game saved. Sometimes the live fish bought are kept here temporarily, so there's always a faint fishy smell in the bathroom. It's a toilet. What do you want from me? Number 9. I don't know if it's a problem with the water pipes or the water tank, but the flushing function of the toilet has always been disabled, so I have to flush the toilet manually every time. If you pretend to forget, just to be lazy, the bathroom smell will become wonderful. I'm assuming that's sarcasm. Mom's reaction will also be wonderful. That one piece of tissue? Every time you use paper, you have to tear out a perfect straight line to be satisfied. Well, you're unsatisfied. Since the toilet was clogged, all the used toilet paper was thrown into the trash. It's clogged, but you're still using it, except for throwing the paper away. Although it is troublesome, it is much better than unblocking old sewers. I guess he's talking about the fact that the pipes are really old and it can't take tissue and waste. Big, thick towels. I usually use it to wipe my feet. It looks a little dirty. Is it time to wash it? Just tell Mom later. Your mundanities are a little inane, dude. The towel used to wipe your face must be used separately from the towel next to it. I can't dual wield. The rag used to wipe the floor is sometimes used to wipe the butt of pets. It doesn't matter if it is thrown on the ground casually. Whoa, scary! There was a figure in the mirror. Did you see it? Also, there's black light paint all over the place. What the hell was that? Question mark, question mark, question mark. The bathroom mirror has an empty space behind it. Useful for hiding contraband and weapons. I just realized I have no inventory in this game. So I guess I'm just clicking on things until this fills. Why does it go away? Oh, so I can click on things behind it. Until that fills up. A washing machine. 11. A washing machine can never be as clean as washing by hand. That's what my mom has always thought. I don't know if she's right, because I'm not washing the clothes. But I have learned to use the washing machine. Think I covered this room. Back to the dining room. Into the kitchen. Nope. Things to remember posted on the kitchen door. List of seasonal vegetables and fruits throughout the year. Food nutrition facts table. Garbage disposal days. Supermarket promotion days. Got it, Mom. So if they have supermarket promotion days, I've only seen that in anime. So I wonder if this is a Japanese game. The kitchen is covered in blood. This is not just a kitchen, it's an abattoir. Why is this, Stop that. Turn that off. Give me the chunks of meat. A plate of barbecue should not be prepared for me. I remember the day I stewed a pot of ribs and patiently picked the meat off the bones and fed it to my poodle. As a result, it didn't appreciate it at all and walked away after smelling it. Later, I went out and fed the stray dogs the meat. They ate very well. Sure enough, picky pets are spoiled by their owners. Or you just really suck at cooking. Wiping your hands? Or wiping the dishes? Or wiping the table? Or wiping the pet's butt? Well, whatever. It's a rag after all. The built-in dishwasher... That's not a dishwasher, that's the range knobs. The built-in dishwasher is completely idle because there are not so many bowls used for meals. There's very little oil and salt for cooking at home, so washing dishes and chopsticks by hand is more efficient and economical. 13. I first saw this curved faucet when I first moved into this house. Because I used to use old-fashioned faucets with rotary valves, it felt very magical. Afraid that my parents would change their minds, I quietly hinted at them to settle on this house. In order to buy a faucet, I bought a house, so to speak. Salt shaker. Only buy unionized sea salt. When living by the sea, you need to pay attention to your iodine intake. Ooh, give me a knife. This is the only kitchen knife used for cooking. A little dull, but adequate. 14. On the note is a list of food that needs to be bought every day. Barbecue. Juice, pomegranate. Parsley, potatoes, beef, cornflakes, chicken legs. Mom never cares about the cost when it comes to cooking for me. But this must have been a long time ago, right? Before she died. Shunk. Tomatoes in the... what in America would be in the freezer section. OMG, I love these cute veggies and yogurt. Mom never allowed a gap in the refrigerator, and I wholeheartedly approved of that. Oh, same thing again. Carbonated drinks are not good for your health, but life requires indulgence occasionally. I think I need a Coke with ice. I think I need a Coke with Jack. Dunk. Wow, somebody has a lot of beef and chicken. The freezer layer is full of frozen meat. Is it mother meat? Am I going to find out that you killed your mother? How dark does this game get? 15. There are at least 20 sets of dishes at home, all of which were benefits from Mom's former company. No matter how small the place is, I still have to make room for these tableware that may never be used in my lifetime, which also means that I can no longer buy new and beautiful plates to serve the dishes I'm proud of. Mom often said that the quality of things in the past was good, but I refused to accept it. So I secretly bought a few beautiful dishes. I keep them in the refrigerator under the meat. Well, Mom was right. I will never buy it again. On to the balcony. Ooh. Hey, doggy. You're the only, moving thing in this whole game so far. Also, this is A, pretty, and B, kind of reminds me of Rusty Lake. Are you my master? Yes. Woof. Cat is a good cat. He likes to be praised. Woof. Woof. I am hungry. Well, I've got some barbecue that's like burnt to a crisp. Where did the black cat come from? Wait, John? Why are you here? Maybe the narrator's dead too. Look at this. The guy comes back again. Woof. Does my master come back? I can't see anything. I can't even smell him. Calm down. It actually says clam down. Calm down. It's because you're old and blind. My master is back. He must be. Could you please be quiet and let me finish talking to this unlucky ghost-like guy? What? Are you talking about me? Look at the way he doesn't even remember anything. What a schmuck. Don't remember anything. Remember John. Wait. Do you remember who you are? John's master. ... I think I should remember. Very good. You've already exceeded my expectations. But if you want to enter the door next to me, you'll have to work harder. Can I go in now? I'm afraid not, kid. Now's not the time. Why should I listen to you? This is my home. Good question. It fully reflects the self-confidence of being a human being. You don't have to listen to me either. But I happen to have something here that might help you. If you want to remember more things, you can ask me. Of course, the premise of this video game is that you need to get enough mind puzzle pieces. Mind puzzle? What is that, lowercase w? It's those white things you accidentally collect while rummaging through old things. You have to find at least 10. I have 16. Finding a few more won't do any harm for you. Well, IWLL try. Good luck, loser. Woof. Does the cat have anything else to say to me? And can I do that accent again? Whoa, there's a lot. Besides what? I seem to have remembered a lot of things. Let me see. Well, barely. To test your memory, I need to ask you a few questions. Come to me when you're ready. Sounds like a quiz. So I can't just click the door and go through. Door to attic. I remembered. This is where my mom lives. Apparently not. Okay, so to the cat. Maybe the cat's called John. Are you ready? Are you ready? May I have your name? My name is Luke. How many pets do you have? Apparently 3 because the fish is still alive. Choose your favorite drink. Fresh juice? Which one is the most valuable? Freedom. Which one is the most important? Mom. Oh my gosh, I think you remember nothing. Think carefully about how many pets you had. When you prepare well, talk to me. Does that mean I got everything but the amount of pets? Because if it's just that one, I can brute force it. Who are you? What am I doing here? I'm your old friend. That's it? Do you need me to provide proof of my identity? No, I mean, I never remember having a cat, so maybe the answer is 2. There are many things you don't remember. You're right. So I raised you? Of course not. But this doesn't affect our fake friendship. So what should I do? I suggest you rummage through boxes for memories like a silly soap opera protagonist. But you can also take a walk around the house, listen to music, and play with that old dog. I can play with them because I just kept clicking them and all I did was give me dialogue. Or just stay here and stare at me in a daze. But don't try to fall in love with me. Anyway, you're free now. Free! But I've been waiting here, and it's up to you. I always feel threatened. I wonder if they count the shrimp. If they count the shrimp, it would be 5. Assuming they count the cat. Yes, it seems you didn't lie to the cat. Actually, there are no answers to the last 2 questions. I'm just curious about what you'll choose this time. I hid something in the room, and now you can find more clues. John helped too. Fine. Thank you, John. Okay, so this is John. Woof. Some of them may be very hidden, so I hope you have some patience. If you want to see the specific content, you can press your middle finger, right-click, to open the clue book. Go back and take a look. Maybe you'll find something new. This is match 4. Are the clue books that I need these things? I remember that for sure. I'm not sure about the others. Nothing else works. So all of a sudden I don't have an inventory, but I do have a clue book. John helped hide the good stuff. A locked chest. The lock is an old-fashioned digital combination lock. What does the color mean? Okay, so I'd like to solve these puzzles. I'm going to do my best. But, might be a little jumping around while I try to click on every single thing. Okay, the dog told me to check the bookshelf. Either I already got what was on here, or I don't know what to do. What's this? Lubricating oil. So now I have lubricant. Is there anything that needed lubrication? Up. So I just got the cleaning spray, which I wouldn't have got if it wasn't for me, like, just randomly clicking on everything, which I'm willing to bet you use on the mirror. Squirta, squirta. Phew, it's done. But I still can't see anything, so it seems like I really should throw it away. Wait a minute, there seems to be writing in the corner. Some people on the wall. What does that mean? Ah, okay, so this is one of those games where you have to count the number of objects. So we have 4 women. I think it's 4. 4 women in the Picasso. But I'm not sure. The old mirror was wiped, but no one could be seen and no fairy appeared. The small letters said, "Some people on the wall." We have 4 women in a red wall. I assume that counts as red. So we're going to say that's 4. So the only place where I've seen green and green blue has been in the bathroom. We also have a red-green. Which... this is more red-gray. So I'm going to assume that counts as solid red. Maybe this is red-green. Is it going to be stuff like number of light bulbs, number of ghosts? Anyway, back to pixel hunting. Oh, so I just skipped past it, but apparently the door was stuck and he used the lube to open the door. And inside was the bottom half of the newspaper. There was only half a newspaper and an eye-catching headline that read, "Man found a head at night and called the police." But the rest of the article was missing. Headline: A man fished for a head at night and called the police, but in the end he found it was a dog head. The police severely criticized and educated the man on the grounds of pranking people and announced that they would strengthen control of the sea area. Wow, that was a tiny one. It's here! A strange old man came here many times. I didn't open the door. When I took out the garbage one day, I was blocked and asked a lot of questions, like my work and the number of people in my family. Is he a liar? Maybe these red ones are the combination and the blue ones are another puzzle? Okay, so there's a hammer in the basket. Pretty certain I can take the hammer if I go the right direction. Bathroom. I'm really good at doing this kind of thing. Community notice. The census will be held this month. Please keep people at home. I don't get a number out of that. And I thought maybe there would be a number behind the mirror. So I'm finding junk, but except for this one, there's like... All right. Which one was that? Just go, no one will know if I die at home. So I'm only missing 2 notes and 1 puzzle piece. I'm missing the key, the crowbar, and I don't know what that is. The problem is everything is just freaking pixels that I'm hunting and trying to find. The things do not stick out very much. So now I'm reduced to just having to try to click on everything possible and jump through all the dialogue to see if something happens. And this dog keeps telling me the same hints no matter whether or not I've already got the thing. I assume when I get it right, it's just going to magically pop open. Okay, so I've been clicking randomly all over the freaking place. And I just clicked on the cat and decided to exhaust all his dialogue. Again, even though a lot of it was the same. When I asked, can I come in? He said, yes, you can come in. Even though I haven't unlocked the box. It's frustrating. So, now we have the mystery door. Hey, it's my mother, or my mother's corpse. Hey, I was right. It was my mother's corpse. She can only speak in ... This? Yes, this is me. Oh, no, apparently it's him. I don't know how long it's been, but Mom was right. It turned out that no one would find me if I died at home, but at least I have good posture. Although the dead will not mind, it's inevitable to feel a little sad when seeing your old body. Cool, can I have this bunny? The rabbit toy! Can I have the bunny? The rabbit toy! No. Is this a toupee? I found myself. Can I put myself in my inventory? Alright. The drawing table when I was a child was made by my father out of wooden boards. There was a sketch on it, which was my mom's sketch. I never gave my mom a gift for Mother's Day, not even a hug. This withered carnation is my only and last gift to her, but she won't know. Okay, so I hit 28, and now I'm only missing one mind puzzle piece. The old piano, which is older than me, was my mom's dowry back then. Some of the keys were out of tune, and I later found a tuner to fix them. Want to sit down and play a tune? Play something. My music feeling should be good. So, I don't know what la fa si la fa re sol mi la sol means on this piano. And so this is a bridge too far. I'm tired of pixel hunting. I'm tired of obtuse puzzles. So, let's turn Guy around so we can see the bunny again. This is going to conclude our look at Home Mother. Hope you thought it was interesting. So I was intrigued enough after I finished playing to go back and retry that piano puzzle and wasn't able to solve it. Later, I realized there were sharps in the notation for the music box, which are the black keys, and I really don't know which ones are those. I'm not sure if I want to go through all the research trying to figure that out. As for what I thought of it, well, the biggest criticism I have of this game is it's very much a pixel hunt, especially after the first task of collecting all the mind puzzle pieces and looking at everything. After I talked to the cat and he said, go look for the new things we hid, I was looking for items that were like 20 by 20 pixels or something. They were tiny. That's not really fun. I persisted because I wanted to see what happened, and I really wanted to show y'all more of the game, but I got really frustrated when I exhausted like every single screen. And I mean, I was click, 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 click on every single thing, which is how I was able to find all those notes that I found. And then had nothing else to do. I had to go back to the cat and re-pick the same dialogue I had picked before for him to give me the key into the room. And here the whole time I thought I was supposed to be putting a code into the combination lock. I was also frustrated that the dog kept giving me clues for things I'd already found. But that's not near as much of a difficulty for this game as the localization, which as you saw is pretty bad. Not just word choice, but also grammar, syntax, missing letters, like there was the will that was spelled W-L-L. It really needs some polishing there. And that's really rough because the first part of the game that I played was nothing but reading. Poor localization doesn't help that. And when you combine that with a transparent story and a cliched amnesiac character, the writing for this game won't be shaking anyone's world. But I actually did have a pretty good time most of the game. The environments go a long way to saving the game. The backgrounds are really quite pretty in a decaying, abandoned sort of way. Like I said, the screen with the cat and the dog reminded me of the Rusty Lake series, which in my mind is considerable praise. The game also built up a great sense of atmosphere through the art and the detailed descriptions it used. You know, it felt comfy, kind of like a broken in and broken down couch. That being said, is Home Mother worth it? Well, remember this is a $2 game, and I would say if you can put up with the localization, if you have the patience for the pixel hunting, then yeah, absolutely. It's a pretty neat little adventure game. I only played, I'm going to assume, the first 2/3 of the game, judging by how many mind pieces were left. It might get amazing after this. So I'm going to say yes, it is worth it. But hey, as always, that's just my opinion. If you thought the game was interesting, pick it up, show the devs some love, and I'll catch y'all next time. Bye!